Most of us have heard the word autism. It appears on TikTok, in trends, and sometimes even as a joke. Many people talk about it without fully understanding what it means. But beyond the social media, autism is a real neurodevelopmental condition. It affects how a child learns, communicates, interacts socially, and experiences the world around them. Autism exists on the spectrum. This means that no two autistic children are the same. Some children need significant support in their daily lives, while others may need very little. Autism is not something you can see just by looking at someone. It is something a person experiences internally through how they progress sound, emotions, routines, and social cues. To better understand autism beyond its stereotypes, we spoke with professionals who work closely with autistic children every day. Tiffany and Illy are therapists from Early Autism Project Malaysia, or in short, EAP. Early Autism Project Malaysia provides one-to-one therapy for children with autism, using applied behavior analysis, commonly known as ABA therapy. Their work focuses on building communication, learning, and daily living skills through structured, individualized programs. In addition to therapy, EAP also runs a non-profit initiative called the Help Project, which focuses on raising awareness and providing subsidized therapy services to lower-income families, ensuring more children have access to early intervention. To truly understand autism, we need to view it through an empathic lens. For many autistic children, everyday situations can feel overwhelming. Sounds, routines, and social interactions that seem simple to others may require significant effort to process and navigate. Despite these challenges, the effort remains constant. Autistic children are continuously trying to make sense of their surroundings and express themselves in the best way they can.
Because autism is a spectrum, it varies from family to family and also individual to individual, because it depends on, first of all, what the family's normal routines are. It also depends on whether the child is able to be in school. So if the child is in school, then that day looks very different from a child who doesn't go to school. So some may go to school, come back, continue maybe a bit of therapy, and then in the evening do their normal routines. Some who are not able to be in school, they are actually maybe perhaps start the day with therapy, or maybe even full day therapy if they are able to access these services, it's recommended for them to be in some sort of a structured therapy or like a structured setting, because routines are very, very important, and parents really play a very, very big role in making sure that their days, the child's day, is as structured as possible.
Despite increased awareness, many misconceptions about autism still exist. One common myth is that all autistic individuals have a special talent, often influenced by movies and television.
In reality, not every single individual has what is called a savant skill. Savant skill is that special skill. In reality, the fact is actually only 10% of the autism community has this savant skill.
I think for me, it's like one of the famous one is the back daily is possible cause of. Yeah, so that research actually is very much not supported. And I think another one would be like the parenting, the thought of autism.
Yeah, some of them do think it's because of them, it's because of their bad parenting, or it's because of, screen time, or it's because of the vaccines. So all these things, they're not fully supported by research as the cause of autism.
At EAP, progress is not measured by speed, but by meaning. Growth often appears in small moments that take time, effort, and patience, but change lives in lasting ways. One story Tiffany shared highlights what progress truly looks like in autism therapy.
Right, so the story that I always tell, so I mentioned before as well, is that story of that boy who's learning how to, I worked with this boy who learned how to, I was teaching him how to spit out water while brushing teeth. He was already 8-9 years old by then. We practiced every single day for 6 months, and one fine day he was able to spit out water in the toilet, and I was like, yes! And I started tearing in the toilet because, it took him 6 months to learn how to spit out water, and that day it taught me and it reminded me that, even though progress is slow, but it's still progress. And every child is able to learn at their own pace. And when the child learns this sort of skills, this sort of independent skills, you're not only helping the child, you're actually also impacting the family. You're bringing hope to the family as well.
Autism is not something to fear, blame, or fix. It is simply a different way of experiencing and understanding the world. With early support, patience, and the right guidance, autistic children can build skills, grow independence, and find confidence in their own time and in their own way. Progress does not need to be fast to be meaningful. As shown through the work of Tiffany and Illy, even the smallest steps forward can bring hope, not only to the child, but to the families who walk alongside them. At the heart of meaningful support are the 4 A's: awareness, acceptance, accommodation, and advocacy. When we choose to understand, make space for differences, and stand up for inclusion, we help create environments where autistic children feel safe, valued, and supported. Through initiatives like the HOPE Project, Early Autism Project Malaysia works to ensure that more families can access early intervention and support regardless of financial barriers. For those who wish to help, donations can be made online at autismmalaysia.com/thehopeproject. Because meaningful change begins with empathy, and every act of understanding, care, and support makes a difference.